we go, boys. Here we go. Today is going to be the first one of the streams that I am putting up on YouTube as well. So hopefully the algorithm does not give me any grief with this copyright-free music that we're doing. So the game plan is we're going to burn off a bunch of regen, we're going to chat about some stuff, and then, yeah. Don't complain about my pet. Don't complain about it. But yeah, a lot of stuff to do. I'm probably going to run some raid shards as well. So we got our buff still going, everything's good. Alright. Make sure I got the right runes on. I'm probably going to be rocking item fun runes for quite a while. Looks good. Okay. Let's go. So today's stream is going to be a little bit shorter than we've been doing. A little bit shorter than we've been doing for the past 2 weeks. I'm going to burn through all this regen. Going to do a couple raid shards, and then the same thing tomorrow. The full screen browser is a life changer, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've gotten probably the most positive feedback from showing people how to do the full screen anything. I can't believe that it's not a native feature. Like, it's showing me. I might have one friend slot today to do a race. Honestly, I just want to do some races just because it's fun. How do I full screen on browser? So I'm using an application. This little blue button in the top corner is called Full Screen Anything. And you can figure that one out. I do have a full guide on the YouTube channel, so just scroll down on the Twitch page, click on the YouTube button, and just search off my YouTube channel, Full Screen Anything or Full Screen Bit Heroes. Alright. But it's pretty much amazing. I have to decide if, when I put this up on YouTube, do I want to crop off the top bar, and I might do that. It'll chop off Bit Heroes over here a little bit, but I don't think that'll be an issue. In the future, if I keep using Chrome, which is probably what I'm going to do, if I keep using Chrome while I'm streaming and recording, I'll probably put some sort of overlay over top of this and figure everything out. But this week is the week that I'm going to be working on Discord and working on my Twitch page to try to finalize everything and make it all nice. So the reason why we are in Raid 5 is because I need more legendaries to get materials to finish upgrading my Oblit set. My Oblit set is more than half done. So we're just trying to wrap this up. This is the difficult part. I've got all the materials I need in Tier 9 and Tier 10 to upgrade it instantly. And I need just a couple thousand more in here. Last night I got really lucky. I ran like 3 baskets of raid shards during the day, and I got absolutely no legendaries from the raid. But last night I had like 6 drop, so that is pretty good. And considering that the event bonus is over, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I've got some resources, and I usually don't like to pop resources. I like to be patient and not pop anything until we have some sort of special event going on, or something that makes it just a little bit more compelling to do it. So who knows? I'm not that much in a rush. The Oblit set would be nice, but it's not essential. I would like to see what would happen when I put the Oblit buff on all these Melborgs, because as you can see, they are just tearing through stuff. So I'm enjoying that quite a lot. So we're going to finish off some of these raids. We're basically going to do a little bit of a around the world kind of situation. And yeah, we'll have to talk about some of the event rewards. A lot of people have been interested in the fish pet that comes from PvP, I believe. So we'll talk about it. People are thinking that it's going to be a reforgeable pet. So it starts at 20% balanced. So 20% chance to proc when you hit, when you get hit, and per turn. And apparently, people are thinking that you can reforge it, so it would go to like 40%. when reforged. Louis says, I failed a Gabi Persuade on alt. Yeah, feels bad. On the bright side, you don't really need Gabi for anything. He goes into Goblin, which was a really good familiar, but he's kind of been outclassed recently. Still a good familiar if you already have him, but it wouldn't be a familiar that I'd be aiming for right now if you did not. So you're not missing out too much. On my main account, I have 5 Gabis, and nothing that I'm going to use them on. It would be nice if you could cash in familiars that you don't want or don't use for gems or something, but you can't. Hydraulics, what's going on, dude? Welcome, welcome. A lot of people have been using my Prisby in their raid and either not noticing or actually enjoying it, working faster. I would just say if you have me in the front slot of your raid, just move me to the second slot or something like that, and it should work out. But basically, every GVG event is like this where people are wearing different pets. And since I'm going back and doing old content, I'm probably going to be wearing Prisby quite a lot. Half of the damage that you're seeing is actually not from the Melborgs, it's from my Prisby pet. And you'll see that again when I start doing some solo, when I start soloing World Boss. But it's all good. I might start falling asleep with the defensive pet on. Maybe doing it that way, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. So, Gauntlets are done, GVG's done, PvP's done on the alt, I've got some energy. Let's knock his raids out. I'm still doing hard raids on the alt, just kind of being lazy about it. But the Melborgs are fun. I've been trying them out in PvP. I still can't get anybody to duel me, and the offer still stands. If anybody can beat my main account in a duel, they get VIP in Twitch chat for 24 hours. I don't care if you have 1,000 more total stats than me, that offer stands for anybody. If anybody can beat my alt account, which is a free-to-play account, level 205-ish, if you have to have less levels and less TS than my alt account, so you can't be like level 400 and take your gear off. So if you can beat my alt account, you can also get VIP. So 2 different ways. And just something for fun, 24-hour VIP, etc. Let's do some GVG. Do I have the right gear on? I hope I do. Alright, so he's got a defensive pet, Verticos has an offensive pet, Vargos, defensive, Emily, defensive. So most people switch back to their defensive stuff during the week and they go offensive on the Friday to do a little bit more push. But things are good, so if you followed me for the past 2 weeks, we finally got 9 Melborgs. That means 5 go in the stable, 4 go on the team. So I'm very happy there. In that time, we also got some Machos. So I think we've gotten 4 Machos, 3 in the stable, and then 1 to use. And I don't need Macho anytime soon because I don't use him in PvP, although I could. Actually, that's the reason why I want to do dueling. I want to test and see if using 1 Macho and 3 Melborgs is better than 4 Melborgs. I don't think it will be. I don't think it will. Well, that's what testing is for. If I was doing raid 7, I would use the Macho for the back slot. I actually ran raid 7 the first night where I got Melborg, and I was able to clear it, but Macho Man died. And I'm chalking that up to the fact that he is only halfway stabled, and his augment pumps needed a little bit of work. I decided to be risky last night, and I rolled one of his augments, and I got lucky, so I got a perfect damage reduction augment. So I have 2 damage reduction pumps and a damage reduction chip. I just need 1 more damage reduction pump, and then he'll be pretty much perfect. So we did all that. 12 minutes for that to happen. Let's do some World Boss. So again, we're doing Tier 8 World Boss, soloing it. I haven't tried to solo Tier 8 Orlag World Boss, and I think Netherworld's going to be easier because you only have 3 teammate slots for Netherworld, so it's 3-man content, and Orlag is 5-man content. I should be able to do both, but I think this is going to be faster. Also, I'm still trying to get some of the schematics from here just to get them out of the way. I don't think I'd ever make them now, but it's always nice to have all the schematics done. If I was to start again from scratch, I would probably make Drazig instead of making Wacom. And honestly, if I had a full Drazig team, I probably wouldn't do the grind for Melborg. Melborg's better, but going from Drazig to Melborg is not as massive as a jump. Not enough energy. Alright, we're out of energy. So we did our Rage Shards, did this. Let's do some PvP. Wrong button. PvP. Sassy, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Burning off some regen is the name of the game. And in 10 minutes I can do that again. Degenera, my boy. That is the mythic ring that you get from World Boss in Tier 10, so he just got this. I actually like Degenera more than I like Twitch. That's right, boys. Mac Draz, yeah. Goblin says thanks. Yep, Drazig is absolutely worth it. He is awesome in PvE, and he's amazing in PvP. But you probably know that because you got him already. Alright, let's run some shards. I'll probably run shards until at least my alt account is finished. But we timed these runs. I was able to clear this dungeon in about 2 minutes or less. So it shouldn't be too bad. But today is the day. Essentially, when I finish stream today, I'm going to jump over and start working on the Discord. And figure that one out. And then hopefully I can wrap that up. And then tomorrow, start focusing on doing some Twitch things. I might change the graphics on my YouTube channel. We'll see. I think that's probably a minor change, so I should put that lower on the list of priorities. I do think Raid 5 is my favorite raid as far as visual, just the art style. It is my favorite, but it's very similar, these two. A lot of people think that Raid 7 was inspired by Raid 5. What pets did you use at Tier 7 to advance in dungeon stages? I think I had rare pets. I think I had the ice cream cone looking one, where it's basically a rare version of oh, you mean familiars? So, if you haven't already, go down to my Discord channel. So scroll down on the Twitch page, go to the Discord channel, and let me pull that up for you guys right here. Hopefully it's not too small for you guys to see. And fail to capture. Alright. So scroll down on the Twitch page, click on the D for Discord. It's going to get you into Discord. And if you really need, I do have a guide on how to use Discord, but it's pretty much straightforward. But here are the channels on the side. Scroll all the way down to the Bit Heroes archive, and then click on Familiars. And there you have all these pictures. So let me put this over here for a second. And so, let's say you have a question about something with familiars, and I'm not on stream, you can't ask me immediately. The starting familiars that you want to use, these two, Shramps and Borland. Easy to get tank, easy to get healer. That will take you to at least Tier 5 or Tier 7 or so. So those are your starters. And to make that a little bit bigger, I'll just open up here. So Shramps, you get him from Zone 1 Dungeon 2 and Zone 2 Dungeon 2 to catch these two familiars. And these same zones will give you the schematics, and you can make him super easy. That's his stats. Easy peasy. Same thing with Borland. Zone 1 Dungeon 2 and what is it? Zone 1 Dungeon 3. Shramps and Borland. That's where you want to start out. These guys should take you to at least Zone 5 or Zone 7 or so. And then once you get there, you want to switch to these guys. So in Zone 4 and Zone 5, so Zone 4 Dungeon 1, you can get these little green guys, these Emmys, and then Zone 5 Dungeon 1, you can get Rexy, and then you can make this guy. You can literally use Remy T until Tier 10. That's exactly what I did on my free-to-play alt. I used a Remy T +1 all the way till the end of the tier. And so he's got amazing stats. Good stat distribution. He's got more stamina than Borland, so he's not going to die in one shot. And he's got an attack all skill. So if you put any proccing effect on him and then you have the attack all skill, it's going to proc a lot. And then, of course, he's got a spread heal. For Skort, you can actually get him in Zone 7. So Zone 7, Dungeon 1, you just have to catch one guy. And then you get these mini serums just from playing the game. Great stat distribution. He's got damage reduction. And he's got a drain health and a shield self. So those are the guys. These guys literally can take you all the way to tier 10 with basically no problem. So that's what I would do. If you want to look at other familiars, let's say there's an expedition out. So if the Inferno Dimension comes out, you can get Pobo. You could do Woost. Yeah, I feel like I should have more. Maybe I'll do one for Marmbo or something like that. So what's good about the familiars that I listed, Remy T and Skort, is that they're always available. You will always be able to get them. The Expedition familiars are a good bit better, but they are not always available. So if Hallowed comes out, you want to make a Winsler. I'm actually thinking that Hallowed might come out at the end of GVG. And I'll make some more over time. These are the familiars from World Boss. So the guy that I just got is on here. This is from World Boss 10. And then this was from the recent Papa's invasion. And I'm kind of half working on him as well. So once I finish doing Macho, I'm going to go back and work on getting this guy as well. And that will be a lot of fun. But there you go. There's a bunch of other stuff here. If you want to find like weekly updates, what are the sales, what are the updates in game. You have no idea how augments work, you want to learn all about that, go in the Discord, check all that out. You want to learn about expeditions, what loot can you get in each expedition, what familiar can you get in each expedition. Invasions, same thing, and so on. But there's a lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff there. There you go, boys. My Discord is awesome. Check it out. I mainly use it as an archive, but people have kind of built a community there, and it's always good to talk to the people. Anthony LaRose, what's going on, dude? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. This is where my Bit Hero retirement starts. Oh, sounds like somebody got some bad RNG. Just go free to play. Just chill out. Just take it easy. Don't turn it into a chore. Speaking of games, if there is enough interest from the YouTube channel and the Discord, just everybody in the community, we've been talking about doing a possible Bit Heroes Classic WoW Guild. Just for funsies, seeing how that goes. So, if there's enough interest, then it will be interesting for me. And then at the end of the month, Chaos Bane comes out. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely going to try Chaos Bane, and then if there's enough interest from people that want to do a classic WoW thing, then we'll do that one as well. Either way, it should be fun. I was in the Chaos Bane beta, and I liked it a lot. The game itself was really, really good. What I don't like is the developers haven't been great at communicating at all. On their Discord, it's actually really difficult to find any useful information, like, I don't know, the start date of... You have to, like, ask people. You can't find it posted. Try to find the start date of early access and the start date of normal access and whatnot. They recently made a big post on Reddit, basically restating everything that everybody already knew. It didn't add anything new, so I'm a little bit frustrated with that. Because if I don't know what's going on, I can't make videos, and then nobody else will know what's going on. But assuming they don't mess something up majorly, the game itself actually looks fun. I enjoyed playing it. A little bit concerned though, because I don't know if they have enough hype. There's only 1,000 people on the Reddit page. There's less than 1,000 people in the Discord, which those are not very happy and healthy numbers. So we'll see. We'll see how they handle it. Pagan Online looks like they've been doing well. I actually did not really enjoy the beta. I don't fault a game for having a lot of bugs in beta. That's the whole point of beta. But just the gameplay alone and the game design, it just didn't have that catch me kind of vibe going on. Lemon D says, "Yo, just want to say, on the first raid today, I was dual screen on YouTube. And you got a leg while watching the video. Pobo is really good, and if you can get the schematic from the invasion, excuse me, not invasion. If you get the schematic from the expedition, he is pretty good. Winsler is actually better because he's a damage reduction tank, and damage reduction tanks are a little bit better than block tanks, but both will work. Both will work. Pobo comes from Inferno. But yeah, Lemon D, we were talking about this yesterday. If you want to get good loot in Bit Heroes, the trick is to not look at your screen, because you always get your best loot when you're looking away, looking at something else. And I feel like I've proven that a handful of times. That's a fact. That's what's up, Louie. That is a fact. But a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do on the back end. I also want to get a couple videos out to YouTube this week. And so I'll probably be doing that later today as well. But throughout the rest of this week, expect to have shorter streams. I'll hop on in the morning, do regen, chat a little bit. I might hop on again around reset and do regen one more time. Hey, legendary. But we'll figure it out. I think I need one more legendary to get one more upgrade on one of the oblit pieces. But shorter streams, just doing regen mainly. I'll pop a shard basket here and there. I do have a couple energy packs as well, but I might end up saving those up for like item find day or something. The game knows. Yeah, probably does. But hit it up in Discord or in chat. I'm probably gonna make a Discord channel today for WoW Classic and see if people have interest. It's always weird in a community when everybody's here for like one game if you start doing stuff in other games. But we'll figure that one out as we go. I think it'll probably work out pretty well. As far as streams, if we were doing a different game like WoW Classic or Chaos Bane, I would just put them in the main screen and then put one or two Bit Heroes accounts over here on the side. Eventually I'll change it the way that I'm doing the chat and put chat in like an overlay or something. So it won't be as janky as this, but this works. This works. Eventually I'll add another monitor to the setup and I'll put chat just on that one, but there's no rush on that. I don't need to get ahead of myself. Today's essentially kind of testing to see if YouTube is going to give me any crap with the music, if they're going to take the video down. But they should be copyright-free music. It should be fine, but we'll find out. Holy Meme says, is WoW Classic free or going to be like normal? I'm assuming it's going to be like normal. I'm assuming it's going to be the same kind of subscription, but I actually don't know. If anybody does, let me know. Let me know. And I played a little bit in Legion. I actually did some mythic raiding in Legion, Legion was fun. I'm not a big WoW fan, but Legion was fun. And I have a bunch of gold on my account. And so if you also have gold on your WoW accounts, they've made it so that you can actually trade gold on your accounts for playtime. So what I'll probably do is just take the majority of gold on the accounts by like 3 months with the playtime. And there you go. But who knows? Watch them slap something on top like WoW Classic is special and you can't use in-game gold to buy playtime, just to try to like make a bunch of money off of the hype. I feel like that might make a bunch of people step out of it. But who knows? I haven't been following it too much. I've been just watching a little bit of the classic streams. Last time I was here, people were talking about what classes they'd play and stuff like that. There's like a 90% chance that I would do an undead fire mage. What would the name of the guild be? Like Bitcraft, something like that. Maybe Bitcraft. And does anybody know the actual open day, the release day of WoW Classic? I know it's towards the end of the month, but I don't know if there's actually a date on it by now. And it's the 25th already, man. Whole meme's gotta go. Alright, brother, I'll be around. I'm gonna run until this raid basket is done. And then my free-to-play account should also be done. And there you go. I did not do any fishing last month, so I didn't get my fishing reward. And if I did, I would have been able to roll one more legendary rune. So shame on me, but we were super busy last week. I think every hour that I had to play was just straight pushing, non-stop. We're lagging, boys. We're lagging, boys. Is this the end of our hero? Ripperoni. The schematic for Remy T is in Zone 5, Dungeon 1. The schematic for Remy T is in either of those locations. So there's an exception with invasions and expeditions and world boss familiars. That's the one exception. Here we go. So you can get the schematic in either of the dungeons shown on that picture. You're probably going to spend more time in Zone 5 Dungeon 1 because the epic familiar is more difficult to catch. There you go. Hey, there you go. Just got Remskim. You can also get Remoraid schematic, and he's a legendary. So if in the future, if you want, Remy T can be used to go into a legendary. If you want to use Remoraid, he's very popular. Remoraid used to be the standard go-to healing familiar because it had a lot of stamina. Just keep in mind that as we... Yeah, he's got the Remoraid scam. Just keep in mind as we keep going up in tiers, the stamina of familiars scales faster than the stamina of players. And so a lot of players right now that are between 5,000 and 6,000 total stats, the Remoraid has way too much stamina. And by next tier, he's probably not going to be useful. People are switching over to use Wacom and other guys that have low stamina. But that's only a problem if you max out your total stats and you're around 5,000 plus. So if you're far from that, it's not that big of an issue. I think that epic familiars are really a sweet spot. And so for example, on my free-to-play account, I'm only ever going to use fully stabled epic familiars. The goal on him is to... Let's see. Check out my stable. Just using epics fully stabled. Easy to get, doesn't take too long, and then you're just like a couple % less than a legendary. So easy, no stress, and you can do basically anything in the game that you want to do. Alright, we just have some energy left. What am I going to do on him? I could run myself through... Maybe I'll do that. I might run my alt account through World Boss and see if he can get some legendaries. It's either that or convert his shards over to Raid. So yeah, let's do that real quick. I'll do... I actually haven't used my main... I will laugh if I get a schematic on my old account. I don't think it's going to happen, but if it did, that'd be pretty hilarious. But we did some testing previously. If I'm lazy or if I'm like I don't have a lot of time on the alt account, I just convert all of his energy over to raids, unless it's like a capture rate day. But I might be doing world boss for legendaries. Just do it this way instead. The other option is I could use his energy for farming Dungeon 4 to get more free-to-play gems. And that's also a good option too. I'm trying to stack as many badges as possible, so if and when Hallowed ever comes back, then I'll have a better chance of getting the schematic. Because getting the schematic is not easy. It's not an easy task. I'm saving up a free-to-play Super Scroll and just as many badges as possible. So all of his honor goes into badges. Hey, there we go. All of his honor goes into badges on the free-to-play account, and then as of right now, a lot of his free-to-play gems are going into more badges when they go on sale. So here we are, boys. So today is a chill stream, mainly a test to see if the YouTube music algorithm is going to give me a hard time. Alright, he's out of energy, and I think he is also out of energy. No, he's got one more. Alright boys, wish me luck, let me get that legendary. Dun dun dun. I wonder if by the end of the tier I will be able to consistently solo heroic. I don't know. Do some quick PvP. PvP just looks beautiful. Look at that. Those are the goblins. Those are the Drazig. And there you go. I also recently added an Empower here, so I had 2 dual strikes because I didn't have any Empowers, and then now I've got Empower. Not a great roll, but better than the bottom of the barrel. And the thing is, if your familiar doesn't have any Empower, any dual strike on them at all, like Melborg does, then they have a 0 chance to dual strike and a 0 chance to Empower. So you want to get at least one of each on here. I would prefer if he had a speed bonus, or if he had this split into 2. And so he had 11.25 natural dual strike and natural empower, and then I would actually use speed pumps instead. I would use all speed here, but you get the same effect if this was speed, and then my augments were the same. But it's all good. The reason they did the damage bonus and they gave him this bonus is because he wears the Arsenal set, so they're kind of going for the Arsenal theme. That's what his attacks are. And this is the Arsenal chip, so I just wanted to reinforce that. Someday I'll change this Empower chip to probably damage or SP regen, but I'm pretty happy where I am right now. And since I'm talking about this, let's talk about Macho real quick. Where's my boy Macho? There he is. So I got really lucky last night, and this is the one that I had before. This is a pretty low roll, but I got lucky and I rolled a perfect roll here, so this will be 12% once he's fully stabled. Macho's only stabled 3 times, and he needs 2 more. This is the Oblit damage reduction bonus, and this is also perfect, so I'm really happy there. And this one might be perfect as well, and I think that'll max out at 60%, so he can shield his team. I've also got an attack team brain that I'm going to use here someday, but it's nice to have both. And then redirect. I don't know if this one's perfect. It actually might be. If it's not perfect, it's a pretty good roll. So he's almost completely set up. It's ridiculous. I just need to change his dual strike to damage reduction, and we're good to go. Dank Memester. What's good, dude? What is good? Check out the shoulder slam. Check out the elbow drop. You probably didn't know that you could click on your skills here, but there you go. His stamina is just slightly high. I'd like his stamina to be around 1600 when he's fully stabled, and to have all the extra go into attack. But I'm just so happy that his agility is super low. Also, his bonus here, nearby teammates gain 4% increased damage. This is if he's on your team, it's only the person in front of him, himself, and behind him. So it's a little bit unfortunate because with a tank is going to be in the front of your team and not in the middle of your team. So only him and one other person on the team are really going to get a bonus from this. And because he's got this bonus down here, most legendaries have 30% damage reduction if they have the DR bonus. His bonus is a little bit less. And the way the math works out, if all his augments are perfect or close to perfect, he'll have 70% total. But if I put him in the back of my team and then I'm wearing a blit, he'll get 5 more. And he'll reach the cap of 75%. So, Macho Mad Dog Melly Man. That's my boy. Let's do another world boss real quick. And then we'll finish off some raids and we'll call it a day. EC Sepepsi, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. So, I'm going to finish burning off these shards. We're going to talk about the event rewards a little bit more. So the mystery box is pretty interesting. I'm very happy to have rune fragments back in here. But you have the equal amount of chance to get anything in the box. So that is 12. You got a 1 in 12 chance that there's one thing that you want in here. The best thing in the entire box is hands down the pumpkin. But I don't know. I wouldn't push all the way to rank 1 for a 1 in 12 chance to get it. 2 of my friends pushed for it last time. One guy got the pumpkin and one guy did not get the pumpkin. And I don't want to be the guy that didn't get it. So, but this is the best pet in-game, period, for a DPS player. This pet is so good that you would run this over a defensive pet. I think it's amazing. Now, Epic's a lot easier to get and a lot more reasonable. And, in my opinion, one of the best pets for defensive players in the game for a tank is the Epic version. If you only play tank, I would actually rather have the Epic Pumpkin than I would rather have the legendary balanced one. And I would switch my Prisby out for this guy, most likely. 30% chance, you can get it up to 33% chance, and you're hitting your enemy team. That thing would be amazing, so I'll have another chance to do it. I think I've gotten like 4 of these already on my main account, so instead of a 1 out of 12, I'll get like a 1 out of 8 chance to get it. So fingers crossed. Either way, if I get something else, I'll get a cool cosmetic, so that'll be fine. So that's the plan on the main account. And they added a new pet into the game. So the people that know these kind of things are telling me that the legendary is actually going to be reforgeable. And so it'll have the same stats, the same percent chance as Prisby. So right now you're seeing the balanced version, 20% chance when you get hit, when you hit an enemy and per turn. And you can reforge that to 40%. But heal the weakest teammate and attack the weakest enemy. That is pretty cool. Only the legendary version is going to be reforgeable. Only the legendary can be reforgeable, the epic cannot, and so the epic is going to be good for an offensive. So for a DPS player. Rune fragments. So we're finally getting some rune fragments though. Rune fragments alone might be good enough to push. I think pushing to rank 1 and rank 2 for this thing is going to be pretty ridiculous. Some people just, their main goal in the game is to hunt cosmetics, and they'll use them for that reason. But that would be a cool pet to have. I would probably consider using him, especially if I didn't have Prisby. Let's see if the push is crazy so far. Nothing too wild. Nothing too wild. I'm considering holding all my resources until they put a damage reduction rune up there, or the healing meta rune. Dude, I want the Epic Pumpkin from the Gauntlet Woods. I totally want that, man. It's not going to be difficult to get Epic, to get in the Epic bracket, because I think it's like either the top 250 or the top 500. What is it? The top 250 will be in the Epic, so that'll be cool. but you've got, unless you have captured a bunch of these already, you have a 1 in 12 chance to get it. So who knows? I tried to get it last time and luck didn't have it, so I've got a second chance here. So I'm very happy about that. Probably get the rare. Hey, do what you gotta do, man. The rare one's really not that bad. 20% chance to attack enemy team when you get hit. Honestly, one of these would probably be an upgrade for my alt account. Chance to shield team when you hit an enemy. I mean, his rare pet's actually pretty good. I probably won't be able to get epic on my free-to-play account, but a man can dream. Alpha says, "You gonna focus on my second account? What do you?" The goal on the second account really is epic everything. So I want to make sure I have an epic accessory, epic pet, epic familiars stabled, and I'm starting to transition from Skort and from Remy T into some of the expedition guys. So I've got everything saved up. If they come out with a Hallowed Expedition, I'm lucky enough to get the schematic, I can go straight into a +4 Winsler. And so that's what we want to do. And then Marmbo. Marmbo came out in the Jammy Expedition, so I don't have a lot of materials for Marmbo. But if Marmbo comes back, I'll be able to get some stables on her, and that'll be amazing. If I can get +5 Marmbo and +5 Winsler, we're probably going to be able to do like TG 500. And TG 500 is the goal. There we go, I'm coughing my lungs out. So, Winsler and Marmbo are the goal for Expedition Familiars on the free-to-play account. Along the way, I'm going to work on getting Bronzy. He is a bait tank and he's been useful, especially in PvP lately. Bronzy's always going to be good to have around. And then there's also Woost. Here's my boy Woost. Right now, because my total stats are low, Woost's stamina is incredibly low. But next tier, or maybe next 2 tiers, his stamina is going to go up and he's going to be a lot more useful. And probably the best PvP familiar I have once he gets a little bit stronger. But there you go. It's all about just stabling these epic expedition familiars, and then I'll get epic augments on them, because epic augments are just like 2% less than legendary augments. So if you can't afford the legendary augments with materials, you're really not missing out on much. The their epics are 1/5 of the cost, and they're only like 2% less in value, something like that. So we're actually doing really well. This is my favorite damage reduction chip. I've got the legendary version on the main account, so you're getting damage reduction while everybody. Oh wait, no, this is players. Never mind. But so this is my second favorite. Redirect is awesome. When I get an expedition guy, it'll have its own brain, so this doesn't matter. And I've got damage reduction, and absorb chance. Eventually I'll change the absorb chance to more damage reduction just to keep it flat like that, and to be a little bit less RNG. But a lot of people really love absorb chance. I like to go all damage reduction and just make life a little bit less RNG. No surprises. You're gonna get the obsidian orb. I think how long does the obsidian orb last? Is it 1 day or is it 2 days? Okay, so we've got until the end of today and the end of tomorrow. So you still got a day and 6 hours to go on the obsidian orb. If you are going to get anything in the game, instead of just buying gems straight, you're actually getting more value if you buy the orbs or the bundles instead. Because I think this is the cost for 10k gems anyways, and you're getting a free stat point along with it. Actually, let's just look at it right now. How much does 10k gems cost? So, without the bundle, 10k gems, you're almost getting double gem value, and you're getting a free stat point. So, if that's what you want to do, that's the way to do it. If you are going to get gems, though, hey, we caught something. If you are going to get gems, buying credits through the website is going to give you a discount instead of just doing it on mobile. So keep that in mind. What kind of stuff should you spend gems on when you start this game? So all of your gems in-game with like almost no exception, should go into your accessory and pet. Your accessory and pet will last you from level 1 to level 1000, from tier 1 to tier 10. Your accessory and pet is always going to matter. It's the most important thing that you have on your guy. So what I suggest people do, if you have enough gems to do it, is the first box that you buy should be a big one, and then it's going to force you into having an epic pet or epic accessory. And then after that, buy the small boxes. So you can force an epic, and the epic you'll wear it for a while. So for example, this box is a big box. This isn't my favorite box, but if you get this one, this is the pet that I used on my tank when I was leveling up. So the first box I got was a big one. I got this, and this lasted me to either to tier 7 or tier 9 or something like that. So epic pet, awesome. And there's a bunch of other ones in here that are good. But not this box necessarily. I like the boxes that only have one guy in them. But you can do a big one first to force the epic, and then after, let's say you want Dumb Glim, this is the one you want, then you just spam this box. And that way you've got a chance to only get this one. You don't want to... The difference is this one is on a bigger sale today, so that might change the math a little bit. But the problem is if you get this box, you're going to get one of the bad pets. You've got an equal chance to get one of the bad pets. These two are bad. This one's bad. This one's bad. So out of this entire box, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the legendaries are good, and 4 of the legendaries are bad. You've almost got a 50% chance, if you get a legendary, to get a bad one. So you don't want to do that to yourself. I've got a lot of friends that they spam these boxes, and they got the one they didn't want. So that's bad. But if you only spam this box, then if you get a legendary, it's going to be this guy. And so Dumb Glim is amazing. Tobert is amazing, etc. And also, as far as pets, always get a defensive pet first. An offensive pet is a luxury. A defensive pet is a must. If you're a DPS player, that is the same as if you're a tank. That's a rule for everybody. Downloaded Dauntless on PS4 and tried it. 10k gems for the accessory and pet. Yeah, any legendary pet is better than a rare pet, but there is a massive jump between the good legendary pets and the bad legendary pets. You're basically getting double the output. So, be informed. It's possible that this Supercell changes things for you guys. You know, if they do a sale like this on accessories for offensive accessories, I'll probably spam it and try to upgrade my accessory +1. But we shall see. We shall see, boys. I put the weekly sales up in the Discord as well. Let me pull that up. If you go to weekly updates, and then I'll have it right there. Boom, here we go. So the Obsidian Orb, this is what we have right now. Cosmetic bundle, accessory and pet sale, pet sale. So once this all ends and the offensive pets come back, and there's an augment bag, I'm not exactly sure if that's going to be a bundle, or if it's just going to be them selling these at a discount. I think it's a bundle. We have a shard sale. So pet and accessory sale, it would, yeah. Pet. The only accessory, these are all pets, the only accessory that's on sale right now is the dragon. In case anybody wonders, these are actually not good. They're not good. The pet's pretty cool, but flat damage bonus is actually not the best. This guy's pretty good, Carlar. I still like my Prisby though. Attack strongest does more damage in total than attack weakest. So these are your sales, boys. If they did a really big sale on offensive accessories like this, $750, I'd probably be going for it. Just for the materials and cosmetics. But here we are. No Cost says, why are we doing Raid 5? I need legendaries from Raid 5 to upgrade some stuff. So we're up tiering. And I might have enough materials. I'll check at the end of this basket if I have enough materials to up tier. We've got 2 pieces of a blit all the way to tier 10, and we're pretty close on a couple more pieces. You need 250 materials to up tier. You need 250 tier 8 materials to up tier something from tier 7 to tier 8. And then you need 600 materials to upgrade that piece to +4. Then you need 500 more materials to up tier that item from tier 8 to tier 9. So what that means is I need a couple thousand more materials from here. So basically, until I get this done, all of my raid shards go into raid 5, all of my energy goes into world boss on tier 8. And we'll see how it goes. Oh guys, look at the bug. This is the attack bug. It can happen in the gem shop. This is like seeing a shooting star, boys. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's back. Okay. Alright. I wonder how bad it is going to be to upload this video to YouTube. Super long 2-hour video. Might take all day. We'll see. We will see. You got some grinding to do. Yeah, I needed 4,000 materials at the beginning of yesterday. I think I need either 2,000 or 3,000 materials, so it's going. I would prefer if we had some massive event bonus right now to give me more item find, but I still have my bub gore going, so maybe I'll just... There's a chance I'll burn everything off tomorrow with the 50% daily item find bonus from Sunday, and the bub gore. I'll have it tomorrow as well, and I can do it on stream. Five more of these to go. It's about 10. Ooh, why am I doing hard? Whoop, 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 whoop. I got excited. I clicked the wrong button. Alright. The biggest leg materials ever had was 1.2. Let me just show you something real quick. Consumables, materials. These are all the mythic materials. Where are we? Almost 18,000 tier 10 materials. I used to have 16,000 here, but I used a bunch recently. And I've got only this much. I have none of these. That's so low. I'm finally done. Everything should be done with the ROM bits. I think. I hope. I need like 80 more Melvin chests to fully stable Macho. And I've got more materials than I need to fully stable Crundy when we start doing Crundy. Unfortunately, I got a ton of these and a good amount of these, and I wish I could convert Hobbit Feet and Demon Juice to more Melvin chests, but that's never going to happen. So, pretty good, boys. We're pretty good. So if they do a good sale that I like, I'll finish upgrading this. As far as my pets, I'm going to wait. I don't exactly know what I want to do with pets. This was my first reforgeable, and then I went crazy and I got everything else. This one is nice. The healing feels like it's wasted most of the time, and so if I could actually just snap my fingers and switch these two, make Dumglim +4, make him +0, I would actually do that. But spread is actually really, really good. If you're doing anything solo, or if you're doing content where you only have 3 people on your team and not 4 or 5 people on your team, I kind of like spread heal. The math works out that spread heal is better if you're only hitting 1 or 2 targets with the effect, and then team wins if you're hitting 3 or more people with the effect. But whatever. And this one's kind of good too, so I don't know. We'll figure this out. There's no rush here. The downside is you can't reforge these until you +1 them. So I don't know what I'm doing with pets right now. I don't know. Have I gotten the last star in Echelon? No, and no one else other than S1 has done it so far. Somebody said that Ballbreaker did it, but no one else has confirmed that. So it seems like they were incorrect. In fact, let's look. Yeah. He is not rocking it. If Ballbreaker got it, he could change his offhand cosmetic to the gun, and we would see it right here. I want Dan. Yeah, I'd love to see Dan try it. So before the nerf, Dan was able to kill at least one of the bosses. I was able to kill like 1 familiar in there. Now after the change, I can kill packs and I die to the boss. So if I've seen that upgrade, I will be shocked if Dan doesn't clear it by the end of the week. In fact, I'll send him a message and see how he's doing. Hashtag Team Dan. Yeah. So Dan or Bike. I think Dan or Bike are going to be the ones to do it. If Bike logs on. Wait, let's see. Is he online? He is not online. If Bike logs on, I'll ask him. Die instantly in Cambora. Yeah. To be able to do the Starweave dungeon, you need to be able to do Trials and Gauntlets 1000. So if you can't do pretty close to 1000, don't worry about trying, just save your energy. Yep, 1000, dude. No joke, it's not easy. I could probably auto it with the team that I have right now, but maybe not. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll auto it before the end goes. My alt account only does 350. And I could probably go a little bit higher, but you don't get a reward for going higher. You only get more points for the leaderboard. So if I did 351, 352, you're not getting more item find, you're not getting more experience. You're getting the same exact amount. So it's only about points. So just do whatever is the highest level that you can auto. So I'd get the same reward as if I did 290. The goal would be to do 500, because once you hit 500, you can start getting legendaries from tier 10. And I keep getting legendaries from tier 9, which are useless to me. Which feels really, really bad. Feels bad. Makes me sad. You can do 394. It's pretty good. I'm assuming that if I can fill all my slots with at least legendary gear, that's what it's going to take to do it. So, it's a pretty big if. I don't know if I'll be able to fill all my stuff with legendaries. There is a chance that if I keep doing normal world boss with my main account, then that'll increase the amount of legendaries that I'm getting. I'm also only doing hard raids, and I should probably switch and do heroic raids if I really want to put effort into it. I can do it, I just have to use potions and manual it a little bit, and that's usually more effort than I want to do. Alright boys, 3 more raids. Squirt +3 and Velk +1, yeah. Try to get some stables on that Velk, and you will definitely feel it. Alright, Dan, hit me back. So it's still pretty brutal. Trash is easier. Sustain through bosses is still an issue. Yeah. He's thinking maybe it's an augment issue. He's gonna try to do it this weekend. I wonder if he finished Forbin. He was trying to stable Forbin, and he might be done with it by now, which would be an amazing sight to see. I enjoyed Dauntless. I did not know that Dauntless finally got out of beta, so I might give it a second look and check it out. The game was fun. I liked it, and if I brought some sort of community over, or if got involved in some sort of community or guild or something, that would probably give me enough interest to stick around. But Dauntless looks good. I liked it, man. I liked it. It made me want to check out Monster Hunter, but I just never got around to it. I watched some Monster Hunter streams, and I was like, maybe not this one. But yeah, definitely enjoy it. Let me know how it goes. I might jump in there. I'm probably going to be super rusty. I haven't played it in a couple months. I'm hoping they changed a bunch of stuff, though. It definitely felt, not necessarily buggy, but it definitely felt like a beta. It just didn't have that finished polish. EC Pepsi says, when you see capture page for Scorpius, and it says failed, yeah. Scorpius was a big pain in the butt to catch. Pepsi and Pepsin, uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is awkward. This is awkward, fellas. I'm thinking about changing one of the channel emotes to Melborg. I'll probably keep Gabi, and I'll probably change Starweave to Melborg, and then keep the RNG. We'll figure it out. But this is the week, so working on Discord, working on the Twitch channel. And I want to get at least 2 YouTube videos up this week. At least 2. I'm going to show a video guide of how to up-tier Oblit, because that's a question that I get a lot. Can't say DPS and Tanker better both come out. I talked to Dan when he mentioned when he talked about he was going to make Forbin. Forbin is the boss familiar from Raid 7. It's just the mythic version of it. He's got that pseudo mount attack skill, and when Dan finishes stabling him +5, I want to be the first one to duel and eat that mount attack in my face. Double failed. Uh-oh. Double feels bad. I wonder how much damage it's going to do. But it's going to be pretty crazy. Mr. Mythic. Yeah, with the 15% absorb. So I made him unstabled. I think I did that in the video. That was the one that I did on stream, and then I tried to pull the video from stream to YouTube. And Twitch chewed it up, and then YouTube chewed it up, then I had to actually recut the video, and I think I made it work. But that was a little bit frustrating. I actually cut out every single time where the video freezed, and I had to redo the audio, which was a lot faster than you thought. Like, when I first looked, I'm like, oh man, this editing's going to take forever. It was actually really quick. So we got lucky there. But the problem was I wasn't recording while I was streaming. I was only streaming, so I had to go back and re-record it off the stream. And the video was just kind of choppy and crappy on Twitch. But that's actually what made me stabilize my bitrate on Twitch. So I think the jumpiness shouldn't be too bad. Twitch has been having some issues in the past 2 weeks as far as stuttering and quality and stuff. I actually wonder if that has to do with the increase of the viewer base from people watching WoW Classic. Because some of these WoW Classic streams are getting 100,000, 70,000 people in there. So maybe that has something to do with it, or just a coincidence. But there we go. I think we got this one, and then maybe one more raid. And then might be wrapping this one up. So check it out this week. I'll be doing a lot more streams like this, maybe around lunch/brunch-ish time, jumping on and doing some regen. And I might actually come back today around the daily reset, I don't know. Some of that depends on how busy I am, some of that depends on when my regen is full again. The servers are full on Dauntless? Wow, that's awesome actually. That's actually a good thing. Well, good and bad. Good that there's a lot of interest, because there definitely was not full servers in the beta. Alright, boys. I've got just... Ooh, I need to do this. Uh-oh, we're overcapped. Noob mistake. I think that just overcapped too, because I was checking a second ago. Alright, what am I going to do? Let's do sardines. And I'm actually going to switch the augment over. So let's do this. Switch the brain. So we're going from attack to probably shielding. Shield team when you hit. So 60% is perfect. And so I'm really heavy on shields right now, but I'm happy with that. And we're going to push up just a little bit, just a casual push, just to burn off all this. Almost forgot about this. So I was wondering how much of a difference I'm going to feel between Melborg and Wacom. And I got to give Wacom's credit, man. They're pretty good. First time you see Melborgs in action. You were seeing Melborgs in action in the previous raids. I actually thought about turning animations on. And I should probably do that. I'll turn animations on after this. But just look at the melt. It melts twice as fast if I have the offensive brain on. But the problem with gauntlets is that you're going to, if you get a nasty boss at the end and you have an offensive brain, you're going to die. Yes, I was doing raid 5 with them. They're just so small that it's easy to miss them. It's all good, no cost. It's kind of the morning. So it's all good, my boy. It's all good, my dude. What boss are we gonna get? I don't think I'm gonna do any more pushes up to like 1200, 1300, stuff like that. I'm just gonna chill. But I do want to see what is the highest level that I can go with complete auto. But if I get one of the nasty gauntlet bosses, I can't do it with the attack brain, which kind of sucks. I'll show the attack brain next. How about that? This is the shield team brain, so we're all super full on shield here. This is one of the healer bosses. So this is actually, I think, Tari's old cosmetic. 630 guts. Yep. One of these days, I would love to switch my mount out and get a perfect damage reduction mount, but that could take, like, almost theoretically forever. We're tickling them down. Tickle, tickle. Oh my gosh, she's healing so much. Usually this is an issue. So the weakness of Melborg is against a single target. Her health is actually going up. This is crazy. Look at that. Not only does he shield for a ton, but he has bonus on the shield. This is crazy. We might be stuck here forever. My Discord is lagging. Yep. 10,000 years later. I actually have not been locked into a gauntlet like this before. So that's interesting. There we go. She's a healer, so this can definitely happen. One more week of school. I should put in the SpongeBob cut, and it's like 1 year later. But it looks like we're finally getting it going. The problem is the hardest part of Gauntlet is the final boss, and Melborgs are weakest against a single target. boys, here we are. let's jump in here with a little bit of manual. So the 5-hit doesn't work against a single enemy, so you want to be spamming this. And we're just going to go full offense. See? Easy peasy. Just for the contrast, I will show you guys, and we are going to go up with one tier. You can only go up one at a time. I'll put the offensive brain back on, switch. I actually wonder if I switch not to attack team, but to like attack strongest or something, because it's going to be better against a single enemy. Chance to attack enemy team when you hit an enemy. Yeah. So this is going to be a lot faster. I do have the execute chip that gives you 20% damage when the target is below 30%, but I'm just going to stay with this because I think it goes well with the bonus that he has already. But other than getting better percent rolls, this is pretty much what I would use. I would change this. This is good in PvP, but it's only your first attack, so it doesn't do anything after that first hit on each enemy. So I do want to change my bone out. The next thing I need to do is I need to work on I need one more damage reduction pump, and then all of my materials go into the skeletal lining bone augment. Are my Melborgs +5 already? They absolutely are. I'd like to have a tank healer like this one. Yeah. Right? See how everything melts about twice as fast? I think around 50% of the damage, if not more, comes from the proccing effect. But the problem is, if I get one of the really high damage gauntlet bosses, then I'm still gonna die. Still gonna die. This guy's pretty easy. So here we go, boy. Alright, Pepsin is out. Yeah. I think I've got like a couple more runs, and then I'm going to kill the stream and get on to doing some work. So heads up for YouTube videos this week. I will continue to stream at least once a day is what it looks like. I'll just come in, burn off regen, chill for a little bit. I do have a handful of energy packs and what's the other one? And shard baskets. I might actually just push all the way till reset tomorrow or something, just depending on how long it takes to finish all that. So it should be fun. Oh, see how much damage we're taking here? Dun dun dun. I might die, dude. Whew. Do I have Starweave? No, I do not. Starweave doesn't do anything for my build. So let's see. So because I wear a set that works like this, Starweave doesn't do anything. So I don't use Starweave. I like these two a lot better. If I had Starweave, the only thing I could do is I could put Starweave here, and then I could put on like the meat hat or something. But it's not worth it. Where is it? Runes, materials, heads. I could put Starweave here, and then I could put the meat hat on. 1% absorb and 2% damage reduction. But this is a utility value of 4. This is a utility value of 5. So this is actually better. I forgot I got 2 of these. Tier 9, huh? Intelligence. Huh. Should I keep or kill it? I'll take a look at my materials real quick, and we'll figure out what we're going to do if I can upgrade. I think I can upgrade once. I think I can upgrade once. Let's go over here and kill off one of those mythics, though. So, when you get a mythic, what do? You upgrade it +1. And then you lock away the one. I want to keep one of these just in case. I don't need the materials, so I might as well just keep one. Who knows what happens in the future. But you upgrade it +1, and then you exchange it, and then you get more materials than you would have. So that's a lot more materials. Alright, Pep's in. Alright, brother. There is a chance I'll come back on stream today. Didn't know. That's why I'm telling the people. Alright, so I've been working on Dark Rep. I think I can +1 it. I can get one more upgrade in here. That's my Reforge tab. Whoops. Upgrade. There we go. Nope. Not enough materials. I thought I just exchanged something. Huh. Alright, boys. The journey continues. So we're like 3/4 the way finished with Oblit. And we're going to finish it throughout the week. Let's put my Prisby back on. One more world boss. And then we'll do it. Alright, boys, this is the last one. So, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Click follow if you want to be notified when I go live. We'll be doing shorter streams throughout the entire week. There is a chance that the Sunday stream with Item Find will be a big one, just so I can burn off all of my baskets and burn off a bunch of the energy packs. Because I've got the Bubgore still going. But that'll do it. Alright, fellas. Stay tuned.